Konnichiwa, Meeto World, Sake 101 des! Don't forget the des. 今日は Wakatake, Onikoroshi, Ginjo.
怖い。
怖い。
なんか怖い。
Wakatake, Onikoroshi.
Koroshi is like
Koroshi is
like
kill.
kill.
Yeah, and Oni wa?
Oni is like the demons.
Yeah, demons or dragons. That one picture you see with the horns and the ugly face and the long tongue, it's like always this Japanese pictures. That's
Oh
Oni.
my gosh, this is a scary sake.
Scary sake. Actually, there's a story behind that, and we'll cover that in just a second. So, before we get into the Wakatake here, I wanted to give you a quick overview on some vessels and what the different vessels are. First, we have Pim Cup. This is just ridiculous. And this is Lindsay's Pim Cup. She got it for her birthday from Bonjiri. He made this, and he also made Shay's. This one is a Guinomi, slightly bigger than a Ochoko, but again, great cup for sake. The ceramic ones are good because they'll hold the temperature for a long time. So if you drink sakes that are designed to be at a certain temperature, you probably want to go ceramic. Glass is good when you're looking for the color. It'll help you see the color. Sometimes there's straw, sometimes it's clear, sometimes you might see a pinkish tinge. And, you know, it just helps you when you're trying to develop your palate, so you know when you see by color, you already have an idea what it tastes like. Now this little guy right here, this is a competition cup.
Competition cup.
Whenever you go to a sake tasting where there will be grading and class based on the, you know, sake standards that are sort of set in stone, everyone would drink out of this, and the circles are to hypnotize you.
Not.
No, okay. They're actually designed to help you also tell color and things like that, and maybe I think to also help you tell viscosity, because when you drink, it'll like stick.
Viscosity.
Viscosity. Okay.
Can you explain to them what viscosity is?
Thickness. You know, like an oil. And then, of course, this is a ice vessel that's designed in your ochokuse. Ochokuse.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or it's actually called tokuri. Either or, same thing. And then, why? What you gonna say?
Oh no.
What do you call it?
I'm not sure.
It's ochokuse. Tokuri is probably more normal, but now masu. Number one, it smells super good. Masus are really good, and a lot of times you'll see the elevated sake cup that kind of goes up and it flutes out, and they always fill it to the top,
overflow.
and it goes down into the masu.
I like drinking from the
I
masu.
like drinking from the masu. What masu does is if you have a really strong sake, something with a lot of base to it, drink it out of a masu. The masu will help tone it down. But this is the traditional way of drinking sake too. So there's something extra gangster about drinking your sake out of the masu.
Masu.
Masu. Hi. So, 今日は Wakatake. The brewery is Harushika Wakatake.
Harushika Wakatake.
Yeah, Harushika is what, like a fall deer? A summer deer? Spring deer?
Spring deer.
Spring deer, right?
I think it depends on the kanji.
I guess it so depends on the
Spring
country.
deer.
But that's what it sounds like to me, Harushika. I was like, what's a spring deer? Okay. And it comes from the Shizuoka prefecture. The reason why I picked this is yesterday, because it's World Cup season, I was hanging out with my buddy from school. His name is Ken Egawa, but we call him Ega Ken, or movie ticket. Get it? That's funny, right? I made that up. Anyway, he's from Shizuoka, and I tease him a lot because he is a certified, bona fide, legitimate green tea farmer.
Really?
Swear to God, his family, his grandparents.
Did he bring you some?
Oh yeah, all the time, and it's
you kidding?
super good. Like
Yeah.
there's green tea you get here, green tea you buy, but the stuff from Shizuoka is balls to the walls, top notch
Hey.
stuff.
To his farm.
I haven't been to his farm, but I have
wanna
been to
go.
Shizuoka before. Shizuoka is awesome, and they fight with Yamaguchi Ken about Yamaguchi Ken about who owns Mount Fuji. Anyway,
I thought it was Yamanashiken.
yeah, what? What?
Yeah, I thought it was Yamanashiken.
Oh, maybe it is.
Yamaguchi-ken's like all the way
On
down
the other
here,
side.
and then
I'm retarded. I didn't even start drinking yet. Anyway, move on. The right side, top secret.
Why is it top secret?
Because I couldn't find it. I looked all over the place. I couldn't find it. It didn't make any sense. The oh my God, the Seimai Buao on this guy is actually only 40%. So,
40%.
yeah, so I did that backwards. So I think that means 60. Right. Anyway, alcohol content 16%. Sake meter value is a +3, and the acidity is 1.4. Now, Shay, what is a Onikoroshi?
Oni is the demons.
Yes.
And koroshi is to kill.
Do not give this girl a weapon. I'm scared of her. Actually, aren't you like a black belt in Kareza or something?
In karate.
Yeah. So don't give this girl any weapons.
Demon
Because
Slayer.
I've seen her put a scythe through a hamburger. It's pretty. So I told her I have to dig up that picture and show you guys. Okay, let's give it a looky-see. I'm not feeling spilly. Stop shaking, Lindsay. Yo!
Oh, it's a pretty color.
Yeah, it's a very pale.
Ew, it looks
Pale
kinda
yellow.
green.
Pale yellow. It does have a slight green tinge to it. And what that means is it's definitely going to have a yeast filling. Or we should just use the right word, which is koji. I think I'm going to go competition cup today.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay, you want glass or Pim cup?
The glass.
Thank you.
I want to look at it.
So you can really tell the color when you're looking, especially with this type of glass, right? Okay, let's give it a quick nyoy.
Baby powder.
Baby powder.
Oh, it smells like.
It smells like
powder.
koji.
Powder.
Oh, yeah, lots of
It
yeast.
smells like koji. And koji is basically yeast for the sake.
Yeah, it smells like baked bread or like pastries.
Some sort of powder.
Let's give it a whip.
あれ乾杯しないのいけないんだそうそうそうそうそうそう
Spit
Wow.
it, spit it back out.
Hi, let's give it a taste. Cut. Hi, let's give it a taste.
無理無理無理無理
乾杯
無理乾杯乾杯無理
Don't do
いけ
it.
ないん
Hey,
だ
you didn't look in the eye. Let me
Oh,
tell the
one
eye.
more time, one more
い
time.
けないんだ
やべえそれ。drip stop.
はい乾杯
乾杯。
おーなんだろううんもう一回
You know, I like it. It's extremely ricey and yeasty, but it's soft and creamy.
But it
I like it's really smooth, but the
no it
finish
has
is.
flavors
You know what it reminds me of? You ever eat young coconut? Like the
Yes.
really, really, it's like almost jelly-ish
oh
type.
no
It's not, okay, you know how firm coconut, you gotta like basically break your teeth to eat it. When a young coconut, it's more fleshy and soft, and it's not quite jelly, but it has kind of a slickery, yeah, it tastes like young
to me
coconut.
it still has a lot of flavor
It
it's
does have a
not
lot of
it's
flavor.
to me it's not really mild it's pretty strong no
Well, strong like in alcohol strong or strong like in burns
It's
the
really
tongue?
creamy,
See, that creaminess is
but the finish
is
is.
probably the yeast and the rice. But
Oh.
that flavor is definitely coming from the fact that they didn't polish it all the way down. And I think that's where you get that ricey taste.
Finish is strong. It's like minty or like lemon.
minty minty minty
You know what? This is going to require a resample.
No, like,
I mean,
since
because-
it was sitting out, I think it tastes better than before.
Well, you know, it's going to always change. Any sake, it basically, is
I
going to
like-
change
I
complexity
didn't
based
like it
on the
that
temperature.
much in the beginning, but now I like it now that
it's
it's warmer.
I can't put a flavor to it to me it's like a flavor I've never had before I can't grassy but not
I think I need more too.
Like I get the herbal.
The mint, the herbal is the ending. It's like really minty.
but it does
But
it's,
the beginning is really smooth and really, like,
We're going to have to do palate practicing. We need to go get a palate adjusting kit.
no, this one's really different from the other ones. Like the other ones you can
Because
tell.
I
it's,
know
like,
why you always
fruity.
taste grass. You want to know why?
because I always eat vegetables
That's it. I swear to God. Because you're a vegetarian. So.
but it still burns my tongue is it just because I don't drink alcohol a lot
Because I'm a drunk and I don't get the burn. But it's really light. Like it disappears rather quick. But when I say mealy, it's that rice and that yeast. But I like it.
what would you give it
I'm saving that for the end of the show.
oh sorry
Okay. So
my voice
this is now here's a good thing. You know what we're going to have to do now?
No, this one I can't can't
we're
figure out the
we're gonna
taste.
be forced to try the Dai Ginjo version, which we actually tasted at the sake shop grand opening. But we tasted so many that day, you probably won't remember.
That's why Wakatake sounds familiar.
Yeah, the square bottle.
Yeah, that one tasted delicious.
That's the Dai Ginjo. This is the Ginjo version. I gotta give people, it's recession, so we gotta have the budget version first. Because this one is only about $21, $22. Of course, you get a discount if you mention Meeto World at the sake shop. But the Dai Ginjo version is closer to 50. What I like about this Demon Killer is the aroma is kind of savory, and you can smell the koji or yeast. I agree with Lindsay that it does smell a little bit like glazed donuts, or when you go to
Krispy Kreme.
when you go to Krispy Kreme and you first walk in, it smells like that. It smells kind of like a bakery, and again, that has to be the yeast. It's mild and easy to drink. Shay feels the acid a little bit more prominent, but that could be because you have a cold. I get the finish of young coconuts. And you ever had like Korean pears? Like it's not as peary as like the American pears, but it's really juicy and it has a good texture. That flavor sort of reminds me of Korean pears. It's the humongous ones about yo big. Wait a minute.
Is it the brown one?
No. That's oh my god. That's not Dijon. What the heck is that kind of pear called? It begins with a D. I can't remember how to say
Jabon?
No, jabon. No, it begins with a D. I forget. Anyway, it's a different type of pear, not like Dijon. And so it has a pale yellow color. It's creamy and light. It's kind of soft on the palate, but it does have a slight acid. I can feel that. It's ricey and yeasty, and you're probably going to want to serve this cold. However, Lindsay pointed out it does seem to open up a little bit as the temperature comes down. So there can be such a thing as it's too cold for this particular one. And a lot of the bottles in Japan, they'll have like a Reizoku meter on the side and tell you like how much the temperature should be. When this one got translated, they took it off. But this is really easy to find. And again, the best place is sake shop. Why go anywhere else? Because then you just pop them to Meeto World and you get a discount.
So tell us about Onikoroshi.
So the history is, this is kind of funny. Onikoroshi was normally a name given to any sake. Well, it means demon killer, of course, we said that. But it was normally given to a sake that was so bad that it would kill a demon if the demons tried to drink it. So what they would do is kind of like futsushu. They would pour it and put it in front of the house on like, what's that day in February where you throw beans?
鬼は外、福は内、節分2月3日。
Setsubun, right?
2月3日。
So it's one of those things at temples or at ceremonies where you just need a crap sake to like pour around the place to keep the demons out. That's what it was. Well, the guys who made this were so marketing genius, I guess, but they were brazen enough, or they have the big enough kintama to say we're going to name our sake after that and dare people to taste it. And when you taste it, it's actually way better than futsushu. Because if you ever drink futsushu, it tastes like shoe polish. It's gangster. But you just drink it because you're in college and you have nothing better to do. Wait a minute. I mean, because I was no. Anyway, forget that. So anyway, it comes from Shizuoka, which is in Chubu, which is Honshu, backwards California, and again they're famous for green tea, wasabi, strawberries, and Shizuoka also has like pretty mean gyoza, if I remember correctly.
It has pretty mean onsen.
Oh yeah, because it was close to the volcano, right? Oh, all I know is when you go into Shinkansen and it's so fast when you're going through the Shizuoka part. And you're like trying to look out the window, and there's so many signs, and your head is like, and I was like, wait a minute, I gotta stop looking out the window.
Okay, what does it go well with?
I'm gonna say you probably want something with an oily base to it, like a buttery fish, miso butterfish, or spicy food, because I think that ricey yeastiness, that feeling, will help cut through the spice.
Oh, like
so
spicy ahi.
we're going to have to take this particular bottle and take the rest of it and go to Sweet Home Cafe and get the Lindsay spicy soup, where she puts like 8 scoops of hot peppers in the damn pot.
I think this would go with it.
Yeah.
It'll cut through it.
You notice she goes, ha ha ha. And then the boy's like, is it hot enough? And she's like, no. And the soup is so red that it looks like, like a car. I mean, it's ridiculously red. All right, kanpai.
Kanpai. How many stars?
You know what? I'm going to give this Ginjo a 3.5 because I know what the Dai Ginjo tastes like. So we're going to have to bring that on the show just so other people can see where the Dai Ginjo is bonus. It's so good. It gets a super gangster. So I'm going to give this a 3.5. I could drink it. I'll drink it when I go out to eat. But I wouldn't I wouldn't say it's bad, but you know, it's not like I'm going to kill somebody to get some. If it's there, it's drinking.
Lala?
I say 3.
2.5.
2.5. Shay with the smackdown. Take that, demon.
I was
in
gonna
your
say
face.
2.5 earlier because when it was colder, it didn't taste as good. But now I say 3.
Okay, we'll see how you say it after you have a pot of like hot pepper boiling all around it. That ought to make it taste
Oh, then
better.
maybe it'll go up to a 3.5.
So again, you know what? Just because we, give it sort of a mediocre rating doesn't mean you shouldn't try it. It's an inexpensive bottle. Again, it's only like $21. With your Meeto World discount, it's going to be better. I say try it anyway, because in the beginning you need to try everything so that you get this palate developed. And as we've come along, I got to congratulate you two. Your palates are getting a lot better. It's not, lemons,
Everything's
roses, lemons, roses, lemons,
I didn't
roses.
say roses.
Shut up.
それではまた来週
また来週。
さよなら My voice is
Oh.
like, oh.